Hello, my name is Vinesh Pillai, and today I'd like to present my persuasive speech. Have you ever wondered why you were getting bad grades in a class that you felt like you were doing really good in, or you have been confused because you didn't know what the teacher was teaching? A simple answer to all these questions could be simply asking more questions, but to your teachers instead. Students can struggle in a lot in classes, which they shouldn't. And this by letting their instructors like know what questions they have, they can easily solve these questions and clear all their doubts and um, questions in general. So I am a student who's always never shied to ask my teachers questions because I've learned that it's only enabled me to do more and to study more and to know more. So it's nothing but there's nothing but benefits to it. And I have also helped a lot of students, a lot of my friends do better academically, and keep a lot of my friends engaged in class um, by persuading them to ask their teachers questions, as it's only improved their habits and their studying too. So although many people feel like the teacher asking teachers questions is will lead them to be judged by their teachers or be called unintelligent by their peers, there should be no doubt that students need to ask questions to their teachers because it can fuel their curiosity and it can also significantly help them comprehend what they were learning in class too. So starting off, why will students not want to ask their teachers questions? The first thing is they fear the judgment from their teachers. They feel like if they ask a question, like a potentially unintelligent question or whatever, they're gonna be judged and be called dumb or be looked at dumb and looked at differently from their teachers, making the teachers lower their expectations or just overall judge. But little do they know that most teachers, if not all teachers, appreciate a lot of questioning because it not only makes a teacher a better teacher and it makes a student a better student. So it's a mutual relationship there. The second fear is the fear of looking unintelligent in front of their peers. So, according to Stephanie Klenzendorf from SquareCap.com, students may repel from asking questions to their teachers because they feel like their questions will make them appear unintelligent to their peers. In addition, Kayla Good and Alex Shaw of ScientificAmerican.com state that children are as young as 7 years old may hesitate to ask questions because they worry their classmates will think they are stupid, quote unquote, as proven in a study over that used over 576 students over asking questions over a certain article they're reading in class. However, according to Christine Chin's and Jonathan Osborne's books, Studies in Science Education, sometimes students will refuse to ask questions because their teachers often do not encourage the students to ask questions. When a teacher will, if a teacher does encourage the students to ask questions, there's no doubt that most students in the class will start to ask more questions, and they'll do better in academics because the teacher encourages them. So though the other fear of being judged by their teachers will be completely eliminated. So now that we've discussed some reasons on why students may refuse to ask questions, let's discuss about the benefits that clearly outweigh the reasons that students fear asking questions. So these benefits should drive students to look over their fears and just ask the questions as they as it's much more worth it at the end of the day. So asking questions fuels curiosity. So, according to Brandon Klein of the University of Chicago, when students ask good questions, it can motivate students learning and fuel their curiosity. When students gain curiosity, especially in class, they tend to ask more and more questions. This thus can eliminate any of their fears because the more curious you get, the more questions you ask. The more questions you ask, the more you'll forget about your fear, and it'll just be innate to you, or it will just be like muscle memory to you in a way. So it'll just come natural to you at that point. And curiosity without a doubt leads to you gaining more knowledge, just like asking questions. So the more you ask questions, the more knowledge you get. And after all, knowledge is power, isn't it? So the second benefit is that it helps students better comprehend what they're learning. According to Laura Lee of edutopia.com, asking teachers productive questions improves students' comprehension in class. When students talk and ask questions outside and inside of their class, but especially outside, they can learn more about what they learned in class, and this thus leads to much better comprehension of what they learned. So now that it's clear that the benefits outweigh the reasons why the students fear asking teachers questions, I shall conclude on a total overview of what I've discussed. So, in this speech, we've explored ways that and the reasons why many students may refuse to ask questions, and we've also discussed the benefits that clearly outweigh these fears. As a result of me stating why students fear asking questions in and out of class to teachers, uh, and also stating the benefits of doing so, um, it must be and should be clear that no one should shy away or be scared to ask questions in class or outside of class to their teachers, as it can only benefit one. Sometimes students will struggle in class for something as simple as not understanding what happened in class or what was taught that day. But the most effective and simple solution, without a doubt, is just to simply ask your teachers questions, as it can only benefit you by allowing your curiosity to flourish. Curiosity to flourish, while being able to comprehend what has been taught and understand class much easier. Next time you're in class, don't hesitate to ask that question. Let the hand go up in the air and ask that question. All right, thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope y'all have a good day.